If you are over 40 and thinking about building income with AI tools, you've probably run into advice that felt disconnected from your reality. The timelines seemed unrealistic. The tools seemed overwhelming. The examples seemed built for someone 20 years younger than you. And somewhere along the way, you started forming beliefs about what is actually possible for someone at your stage of life. Some of those beliefs are accurate, but some of them are quietly holding you back. Not because you are pessimistic, but because most information out there was never designed for someone with your experience, constraints, and financial goals. In this video, we are going to look at the 5 most common beliefs that adults over 40 carry into AI income. We will look honestly at which ones are true, which ones are partially true, and which ones are simply wrong. No hype in either direction. Just a clear look at what the evidence actually says. This is the most common belief, and it stops more people before they start than anything else. The assumption is that AI income belongs to developers and programmers, to people who understand how to build technical systems from scratch. 10 years ago, that was largely true. Building anything meaningful with technology required real technical knowledge. But the tools available today are fundamentally different from what existed a decade ago. The most widely used AI income tools, including Chat, Canva, Gumroad, and CapCut, were designed specifically to be used without any technical background. A 55-year-old healthcare administrator sitting at her kitchen table can use these tools just as effectively as a 25-year-old software developer. The real barrier to AI income is not technical skill. It is clarity. What separates people who generate AI income from people who do not is their ability to identify a specific problem, package a specific solution, and communicate clearly with a specific audience. Those are judgment skills, experience skills, clarity skills, none of which require a single line of code. The technical barrier to AI income is lower than it has ever been in history. The clarity barrier remains exactly as high as it has always been. And that clarity is something that tends to come with time and experience, not despite your age, but because of it. The second belief is that the people who got there first already have all the advantage. This belief is completely understandable. You have watched technologies rise before. You know that early adoption creates real advantages. So when you see people who have been building AI income systems for 2 or 3 years, it is natural to assume the opportunity has already been captured. But here is what that assumption misses. Early adopters in any market tend to capture the experimental phase. They figure out what does not work. They absorb the risk of an unproven approach. They build audiences that were not yet sure what they were looking for. The phase you are entering now is completely different. The audience for AI income education, specifically for adults over 40 who want practical, conservative, structured approaches, is not saturated. It is barely served. Most AI income content is built for generalists, young experimenters, technical hobbyists, people optimizing for speed and scale. The adult over 45 sitting at their home office desk who needs reliability over excitement. The person who wants honest math instead of motivational hype. The late starter who needs a framework that respects their time constraints and risk tolerance. That audience is enormous. It is actively searching for answers. And it is deeply underserved by the content that currently exists. The early adopters did not take your opportunity. They validated that the opportunity exists. Now it is your turn to serve the people they left behind. The third belief is that you need a large audience before you can make any money. This belief keeps people stuck in preparation mode for months and sometimes years. They feel like they need thousands of followers before they can offer anything. So they keep creating content without ever building an offer. And then they wonder why the income never arrives. Let us look at the actual math behind this belief. A digital product priced at $29, sold to 35 people per month, generates just over $1,000. 35 people. Not 35,000 people. Just 35. A simple service offered to 3 small businesses at $300 per month generates $900 in recurring income. 3 clients. Not 300. The belief that you need a large audience before monetizing comes from watching the wrong type of business model. Viral content creators need large audiences. Broad interest channels need large audiences. But niche, specific, problem-solving content can generate real income with a small and highly relevant audience. Because you are not trying to reach everyone. You are trying to reach the specific person who has the specific problem that you specifically solve. For that person, your content does not need to be everywhere. It just needs to be findable, clear, and useful. The audience size myth keeps people building indefinitely and monetizing never. The reality is that 500 highly relevant subscribers is worth more than 50,000 disengaged ones. Start building the offer before you think the audience is ready. The offer is often what attracts the right audience in the first place. The fourth belief is that AI income is passive and just runs itself. This is the most damaging belief of the 5. Because it sets an expectation that reality never meets. People hear the words passive income and they imagine a system that requires no maintenance, no attention, and no ongoing effort. They build a product, put it on a platform like Gumroad, and wait for the money to arrive automatically. And when the sales do not come on their own, they conclude that the model does not work. Let us be direct about what AI income actually requires. In the early stages, the first 3 to 6 months, AI income is not passive at all. It requires consistent content creation. It requires outreach to potential clients. It requires refining your offer based on feedback from real buyers. Over time, around months 9 through 18, the system begins to require less active input. Existing content continues to be discovered through search. Existing products continue to sell. Existing clients continue to pay monthly retainers. But even at that stage, it is not zero effort. It is reduced effort. The honest description of AI income is not passive. It is asymmetric. You invest heavily in the early months. The returns arrive gradually. And over time, the ratio of effort to income improves significantly. That is a genuinely valuable model. But it only works if you enter it with the right expectation. If you expect zero effort from day one, you will quit before the asymmetry kicks in and before the system has time to do what it is actually capable of doing. The fifth belief is that if you have not started yet, it is too late. This is the most emotional belief of the 5. And it is the most common among adults in their late 40s and 50s. The feeling of being too late is real. It comes from watching opportunities compound for others while your own financial situation felt like it was standing still. But let us separate the feeling from the facts. The AI income landscape is not a single wave that already crested. It is a series of expanding opportunities being created faster than they are being filled. New tools are making new income models possible every few months. New audiences are arriving, people just like you, who are only now realizing this approach is accessible. New problems are emerging that need structured, experienced voices to address them. Here is the part worth holding on to. The specific opportunity that matters most at your stage of life, helping people in their 40s and 50s build structured, conservative income systems using practical AI tools. That opportunity did not fully exist 3 years ago. Because 3 years ago the tools were not accessible enough. The audience was not aware enough. The content landscape had not yet created the gap that now exists. You are not late to an old opportunity. You are early to the specific version of this that actually serves people like you. The question was never whether you missed it. The question is whether you are willing to start while it is still early enough to matter. Now let us bring all 5 together. You do not need technical skills. You need clarity about the problem you solve. Early adopters did not take your opportunity. They validated that the opportunity exists for you to serve the people they left behind. You do not need a large audience. You need a relevant one. 35 buyers at $29 is $1,000 per month. AI income is not passive from day one. It is asymmetric. Early effort produces compounding returns over time. And it is not too late. You are early to the specific version of this opportunity that was built for someone at your stage of life. None of these reframes are wishful thinking. They are the result of looking at what the evidence actually shows versus what the loudest voices online tend to say. You are not a 25-year-old experimenting with unlimited time. You are someone with specific experience, specific constraints, and a specific need for reliability over excitement. That context does not make the opportunity smaller. It makes it different. And different is exactly where the real opportunity tends to be. If this video changed how you are thinking about AI income after 40, the most useful next step is understanding your specific numbers. The free AI catch-up calculator in the description shows you your retirement gap and exactly what a modest income system could change about your timeline. It takes about 3 minutes and the numbers it produces are worth knowing. If you are ready to go further, the AI Content System Starter Kit walks you through building the content layer of your income system step by step. Designed specifically for adults over 40 with no technical background and no existing audience. Both links are in the description below.